if someone is watching right now. I don't think so, but anyways, I'm going to get everything ready so I can begin. Looks like everything's okay right now. Looks like it's everything set and we're ready to go. Okay, so welcome to everyone to this stream. This is my first time streaming. Well, at least officially. This will stay on the channel. And si es que eres una persona que habla español, no te preocupes que igual lo voy a subir al canal de YouTube y voy a ponerle subtítulos también para que puedas entender un poquito. De todas formas, las cartas están en español, así que no hay mucho problema. And if you speak English and you want to practice your Spanish, then my cards are in Spanish, actually, if you can see. Oh my gosh. Yes, you can see. And my screen is a little shady, but you can see and you can practice it. So, and without further ado, let's start with the Circle Undone campaign for the League of Extraordinary Investigators. So, as per the rules, first I'm going to choose my investigator, which is Sefina Rousseau, as you can see right here. She has 4 of brains and 4 foot, 2 in book, 2 in fighting, so she's kind of a mystic, we might think, and she actually is. So she's rebel 0 to 5, and neutral 0 to 5, and mystic 0 to 2, and her deck size is of 33. And we shall see her deck right now. Anyways, I'm going to post her deck on the video description as well, and we will begin. So she has her 3 special events: the painted world, as you can see. I want to, okay, it's come on, focus. I think it's focused right now. Okay, yeah, the painted world, 3 copies. Her Star of Hyades, her special, I think, weakness. I don't know, her signature weakness. And as per the league, we get to choose between Haunted or the 13th Vision, and I choose the 13th Vision because of Haunted nasty effects on some of these scenarios. So Haunted it is. Sorry, 13th Vision it is. And now, as per the cards themselves, we get 2 copies of Guts, 1 Manual Dexterity, 2 Prophesy, because there are a lot of long act cards, 1 Nimble, that is kind of a poor man's elusive that I really liked. This is Sleep Away, I think, in English. 1 copy of Storm of Spirits, because if we get swarmed by spectral enemies. 2 Engage the Soul, for economy. Sweet Reflexes to get another action in case we need it. Backstab will be especially for 3 health enemies, or if we need to kill the Spectral Watcher in 2 hits. 1 Deny Existence only, because I noticed I had a lot or enough soak, I'm sorry. And 2 Inter Reports, because 2 of book is not that useful for investigating. And Quantum Flux, just as a tech card. 2 Small Favors, to deal with some aloof enemies, especially in the later scenarios, and 2 hours protections. 1 engages drops of flame, sorry. Same reason as in the report, 1 sneak by to get some resources, and a leather jacket, 2 copies of Six Sense, as well as 2 copies of Shriveling. You might notice I have only 1 in Spanish and not in 1 in English. It's because it's a proxy, because I don't have 2 cores, but nobody should know, at least not FFG. And 2 David Renfields, enough soak, I'm sorry. And 2 Holy Rosaries, because of brains, we need brains. And 2 ritual candles that I actually like. And that will be it. That will be 36, 38 cards, yes. And we're going to shuffle. Quite a bit. Meanwhile, I'm going to tell you that I'm not going to read any of the story text, because it is in Spanish and I actually don't remember everything in English. So yeah. And I hope you're enjoying or liking this stream. So this is my play area, my play mat. As you can see, it's an A4 sheet of paper that I printed. It's recycled, so please, or reuse, if you can do it, reuse things. And there's a link on BGG if you wanna search for it. It's pretty handy actually. So yeah, there are my there's my deck. It's here. Okay. Now we're going to get our initial resources, which are 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're going to draw our opening hand because of getting ready for this scenario. So Sefina draws 13 cards. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. So what I like to do is actually setting aside all the events I got from my initial hand, because Sefina wants to put 3 events beneath her. So what I like to do is actually put in 5 events that I might not use if I don't have any copies of the Painted War in my opening hand. So like events that I want to, get rid by Stars of Hades, or that I just want to draw them between my turns and play them. So here we have our events. I don't think we're going to use a backstab this turn, this game, nor a small favor, neither a sneak by, slip away, nor Storm of Spirits. So these 4 are like banking there, so we don't die by Star of Hades. That has happened to me, so beware of that. And we have these other 4 events. And as well, I don't think we're gonna use Quantum Flux this game, so this is our hand actually. And 2 inter reports, 1 word of protection, 1 prophesy, 1 ritual candle, 2 holy rosaries, and 1 David Renfield. So that's it, no investigation whatsoever. except for the inter report and Sefina's card are going to be like this, so I can see what there are and things like that. So that's it for my opening hand, and now we're going to get ready for scenario number 1, the witching hour, in which we get our tarot read from Anna Caslow, a girl that we just met somewhere, I guess. And oh yeah, sure, before that we need to make our chaos bar. We're playing in normal difficulty. Focus, please. So now I hope it's focusing. I'm sorry. It is +1, 2 zeros, 2 -1, 1 -2, 1 -3, -4, 2 skulls. Yeah, there's another -2. There it is. And the autofail and the arcane. So this all goes into the chaos bag that is actually a bag that a friend of mine who traveled to Colombia brought me, and there were chocolates in here. So with my friend we call this the cacaos bag or cacao bag, which is fun and that. So as per the scenario itself, so as I was saying, we get a tarot read, but Sefina does not believe in such things, so she's going to reject her fate, and we're going to add 2 elder thing tokens to the cacaos bag. And now we're going to get lost in the wilds. So for that we need the witching hour encounter set. There's the scenario, the act, the agenda, and the witch hunted wolves location. And we also need the Annette's Coven. There are 4 cards of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. City of Sins, I think it is called. 5. Yes, 5 of them. Then Witchcraft. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And oh my gosh, Ancient Evils. Just 3 Ancient Evils from the core set that we all love to hate. And the Striking Fear, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Striking Fears. And from the core set as well, we need the Devoured Blow. Woods of Arkham. There is 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, and set aside is Agents of Shub-Niggurath, 4 as well. And Agents of Azathoth, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we put into play the 5 Witch Hunted Woods location. Come on. So we're going to give them a shuffle. And we have to remove all the Witch Hunted Woods location that we don't put into play. If this video is kind of, slow, or its pace is slowly, or I need to be more joyful, please let me know, or something that might benefit streaming. And anyways, so we have to remove two, so this one goes away, and this one, they are not marked by any means, if you think so, maybe. And and the Arkham Woods are set aside, as well as Annette Mason. And we shuffle the rest of the encounter cards to form the encounter deck. Okay. Picking up cards is harder than I thought. It should be easier. Should be, but it is not. So I like recording this, or I would like recording this with natural light. However, these days in Lima we're getting some cloudy skies, so we're not, having enough sun to actually film. So I have a lamp over here to help me. And I think we're good. We're ready to rumble. So these are going to put here. The 5 Witch Haunted Woods location. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see them all. 5. Yes, you can see. Okay, and I will start in the first one, which is the Lonely Tree. It has only one clue, and I cannot investigate this place while I have 3 or between 3 and 5 cards in hand. So anyways, we're not planning to investigate, at least not this turn. Oh, and I was forgetting. I like to use this Marvel Champions damage tokens as action counters. So I'm just going to put them here. I hope you can see them. And as I use any action, I put them in Sefina's card. Oh, you're not seeing them, so I'm just gonna put them here. Oh my gosh, 18 minutes, I'm so sorry. I'm going to do it faster, I'm sorry. So, for my start, I'm just going to get ready. So, as my first action, I'm going to play David Renfield for 2 resources. I'm going to exhaust him. Oh, by the way, when I exhaust cards, because of space, I put it downside. Put a zoom and gain 1 resource from him. As my second action, I'm going to play my Holy Rosary for 2 resources, and as my third action, I'm going to play my Ritual Candles for 1 resource. So those were my 3 actions. Now investigation phase ends, enemy phase, there are no enemies. And upkeep, we ready everything, we get our actions back, we draw a card, and oh my gosh, there it is. And gain 1 resource. So now we can investigate. Doom, 1 out of 8, and encounter card is Rotting Remains. We take advantage of the opportunity window in the test. So we are at 4, 5, 6, b3. This is -1, so we pass. And now we're ready to go. So as my first action, I'm going to play 6 cents. 1, 2, 3. As my second action, I'm going to investigate using 6 cents. Oh no, I can't, right? No, I need to have less than 3. Okay, so as my second action, I'm going to draw a card. Oh, there's a painted one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I can investigate. And as my third action, I'm going to do it what I said, investigate. So we're at 4 base, 5, 6, 2. So that was the only token that failed us. Anyways, enemy phase, now upkeep, we gain our actions back. We gain, we ready our cards. Come on, Renfield. We draw a card and gain 1 resource. Now we're at 3 doom out of 8, and counter card is frozen in fear. Now we're going to investigate again. First things first, Renfield and 1 resource. So we're investigating at 4b. No, I'm sorry, 6b2 and -4. That's enough. We get a clue. That was our first action. As our second action, we're going to move here. First and second and third because of frozen in fear. We're moving in here and the rocks thing that has 2 clues per investigator. And after discovering any number of clues, I must lose that kind of resource. Okay, so now my turn ends and frozen in fury gets tested 4, 5, 6, b3. So -3 will do, over 0. And we get rid of this. Now we're done, there are no enemies, upkeep. We get David Renfield back. Our resource, I'm sorry, our actions back, my card and my resource. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Now we can't gain any more cards. So Mythos phase 3, 4 out of 8, and oh my gosh, grabbed. Yeah. That's something. No problem, no problem. We can, yeah, we're going to, and I'm sorry, what's the name? Dwarf protection this. So we gain 1 horror, Grab gets away. And now investigation phase begins. You know, as every turn we use Renfield. And now we're going to investigate. We are at 4, 5, 6 b3. -3 will do. Not again. So that was my first action. My second action, we're going to investigate again. -4, that's not enough. And as my third action, we're going to investigate once more. And it is the elder thing, which is -3. But because of ritual candles, we're at 4, 5, 6, 7, -3, that's 4, so we get this clue. And because of the force effect, we have to lose 1 resource. Okay, that's it. And enemies, there are none. Upkeep, we get our actions back. We get our card, oh shriveling, and one resource. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now Mito's face, we're getting 5 out of 8, and Evil Past is our card for this. Okay, so now we're going to we're going to play for shriveling as my first action. 1, 2, 3, and get another charge. As my second action, we're going to investigate here, not using Renfield right now, because otherwise we will lose really. And as our third action, we're going to, on my test runs there was no more than 2 out of 8 that I drew. Okay, that's enough. So 3, we were at 6 minus 3 is 3, so we get this clue. And now we're going to exhaust David Renfield and gain 1 resource. That was investigation. Now enemy phase, there are none. So upkeep, actions back, card, and resource. How many cards do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So now for Doom. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 8, and 7 out of 8. Okay, so as my first action, we're going to move into this Witch Haunted Woods location. And I cannot investigate when I have between 3 and 10 resources, and there's 1 clue. Luckily for us, we only have 1. Sorry, 2 resources. So as my second action, we're going to investigate. And 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's enough. Six v 2, 3. That's good enough. And that was our second action, and as our third action, we're going to move into this other Witch Haunted Woods location, and we're going to exhaust David Renfield to gain 1 resource. This location is 3, and if there were other investigators, we will be able to commit some cards for them, but there are none, so yeah. And now upkeep, get our actions back, refresh, come on Renfield, do a good boy, draw a card and gain 1 resource. Our card is small favor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't think we're going to use this small favor, so it goes away. Now Doom. Oh yeah, we should have put another Doom. Anyways, so 1 Doom is put in here, and we're 5, 6, 7, 8. Now this advances, and we have to discard all but the top 5 cards from the encounter deck. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and everything is discarded. Everything else. There's our witch, and we have to draw the topmost witch in the encounter discard pile. I think, yes, there it is. There she is. I'm sorry, we're going to put this way. I think it's better. Yes. Yeah, that was because of we doomed. And now our real encounter card for the turn is Ancient Evils. Who would have thought that? Okay, so we are now 1 out of 12. So as my first action, I'm going to shrivel her. Yeah, why not? I mean, we're not doing anything else. My first action, we're going to shrivel her. We're at 4, 5. Now we take advantage of the window in here to put 1 doom and gain 1 resource. You know, for the final act, we need like 10 resources. You know why? Oh my gosh, we drew our elder sign, so she's dead. And because of a larger sign, we get to choose an event beneath Sefina. I don't think we don't want. I don't think we don't. No, we don't want any. No, we don't. So that was our first action. As our second action, we're going to investigate using 6 sense. So we're 4, 5, 6, B3, 6. It's not good enough right now. 6. We're going 7, committing this holy rosary. 7 B3. I'm sorry. And please don't be. Oh my gosh. Another arcane. We're not drawing any cards. We gain this clue, and as our third action, we're going to move into this another witch haunted woods. And this one says when an enemy spawns at any other location, we can spawn it here. Okay, so now enemies, there are no actions back in the upkeep phase. And David Renfield is refreshed. We draw a card. Oh, another uncaged soul. And gain 1 resource. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 4 resources more. And what was I saying? Oh, yeah. You can use Uncaged Soul actually to pay for the painted word because it's a spell. And you can use the painted word to copy a Sefina's event. So you can do a backstab for free. Where? Resourceless. So now we're going to Mythos phase. Yeah, we were at 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So at Mythos we are 1, 2, 3 out of 12. And encounter card is Diabolic Voices, which we test 3, and for each on Diabolic Voices in the encounter discard pile we get another one. No, there's only one. So this is for 6 before. And we don't want to fail this one. Oh, by the way, we exhaust David Renfield to gain another resource. We don't want to fail this one, so we're going to commit and cage the soul. Because, you know, we're not using them for any other purposes. So, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 before. And 8, 9 because of ritual candles -1. So, yeah, we're good. Now, as my first action, we're going to investigate in here. Like 3 times if necessary. And we were at 4, 5, 6, B3, so that's not good enough. As our second action, we're going to investigate again. Oh my gosh. And we gain this thing. And as our third action, we're going to gain 1 resource. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we can do it. So now, enemies there are none. Again, upkeep. We refresh David Greenfield, draw a card, and gain 1 resource. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. And now middle phase. 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 12, and encounter card is 5 out of 12. Oh, gosh. We're going to backtrack this a little because at the end of the round we're going to spend 2 clues to advance because we have enough before doing this. And now you know we have to choose one of the Arkham Woods locations, and we're going to shuffle this quickly. And as you can see, we don't have any damage and only 1 horror on our war series, so yeah. Actually, I thought this scenario will give more damage on horror, but Sefina's 4 brain and 4 food are nice. So now we move into this location, which is the one where you investigate using your fist, and this is actually connected to everything else, but it's not connected to the location that we're going to see, so we're going to put this under here like this, I think, like so. Yes. Now we're going to spawn a goat spawn at our location, which engages immediately. And now we have to test brain or what is the other thing? The food tree. We're going to test brain. And brains using, where is it? Engage the soul again. So we are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8d3. And we get 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Minus 3 is 6, so we pass. And each investigator that succeeds exhausted enemy and unengaged it. So now we put one of the soothing demonic melodies, I don't know how it's called in English, in the encounter deck, and shuffle it, which I'm going to do in a moment, and the 2 other copies in the encounter discard pile. So yeah, now we're going to shuffle these things, tingy tingy, tingy ding, ting 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 ting. Which, if you can keep track of all these cards, I don't know how you're doing it. I don't know which one is each one. So yeah. And now we're going into the mythos phase. So 1 doom, and encounter card is them. This one I'm going to put in here, so you can see it, and it surges into really ancient evils. Okay. So now we're where we start. Now investigation phase begins. Oh my gosh, I should have my 3 actions back. and we're going to spend the one clue needed to advance, and now we can enter every place. Hooray! Now we're going to spend another 3 to advance again. 1, 2, 3. Yes. And that was 1, 2, no, sorry, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I should have another clue. Maybe I do. I'm not sure. Anyways, and we spent 3 clues to advance, and oh, it's a witch circle that has 3 clues on it, and as a revelation effect, we in the center, Annette Mason is spawned here. And now, as our objective, if we kill Annette Mason, we advance, or if there are no clues in the witch circle, we advance. And now, investigation phase. We're going to exhaust David Greenfield to gain yet another resource, and I think we have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, we have enough. So as my first action, I'm going to play this intel report, paying 2 base, increasing by 2 its cost to change from 1 clue to 2 clues, and we want to get from 2 locations away. That is witch circle, so we're going to pay 6, and we get 2 clues from Annette's witch circle. And as our second and actually last action from the turn or from the game, we're going to play another intel report, paying 2 base and changing from my location to 2 locations away. So again, 1, 2, because this is connected to here and this is connected to this one. Yes. And we gain 1 clue from here, and we now advance. And resolution 1. So our R1 is no, R2, sorry. And the broken circle. The investigators broke the witch's spell, I think, and we discovered the shooting of flute. I don't know. And we get victory 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 from our victory. Oh, and we get 1 victory point, 1 additional victory point, because we get information from the mysterious past of Arkham. So we actually get 8 victory points. And that's it. I hope you like it. If you have any suggestions to get this streaming or these videos better, please do comment. And yeah, I hope you like it and hope to see you in another time. See ya. Bye. Take care and drink water, please. Stay safe.